Nobody should be disturbed by Turkey's military operations in Syria. This is what the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said recently while stating that a ground operation against the Kurdish groups in Syria will be launched. Now this comes amid relentless airstrikes against these groups, which Turkey blames for the recent Istanbul blast. So what's next? Here's a report.
Turkey is determined to secure its borders and protect its citizens, and will do whatever it takes. That was the unqualified message from Turkish President Erdogan. Recently speaking after a cabinet meeting in capital Ankara, Erdogan said nobody should be disturbed by Turkiye's military operations in Syria.
Nobody should be disturbed by Turkey's military operations aimed at expanding its circle of security and peace, because in the history of this country there is no colonization, no brutality, no selfishness, and there is no cruelty.
Howitzers fired daily from Turkey have struck Kurdish targets for over a week now, while warplanes have carried out airstrikes, strongly hinting that the airstrikes could soon be followed by a ground operation in Syria. Erdogan reiterated Turkey's determination to form a 30-kilometer-long security corridor along the southern border with Syria. Turkish officials say the army would need only a few days to be ready for a ground incursion into northern Syria.
Our determination to protect our borders with a 30-kilometer security strip is getting stronger with every incident we experience.
The escalation along the border comes after a deadly bomb attack in Istanbul 2 weeks ago, which Ankara blamed on the Kurdish YPG militia. The YPG has denied involvement in the bombing and has responded at times to the cross-border attacks with mortar shelling. That Turkey has gone after Kurdish groups. It has launched military incursions in Syria. Even in the past, targeting the YPG, which Turkey regards as a wing of the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party or the PKK, an outfit which Turkey, United States and the European Union have all designated as terrorist group. Turkey's defense minister held a meeting with the commanders-in-chief of the armed forces on Monday as Ankara continued the bombardment of Kurdish militia across the border in Syria. And as speculation about a land operation deepens, Turkish officials say all preparations are complete, it's now a political decision. Not just the Turkish army, but even Turkey-allied Syrian rebel fighters claim they are ready, and all they are now waiting for is for President Erdogan to give the go-ahead. Erdogan has recently said Turkey would launch a land operation when convenient to secure its southern border. Back in May this year, Erdogan had announced that Turkey would soon launch a military operation against the YPG in Syria. But such an operation did not materialize at that time. But according to many, the operation may now be inevitable. They say a ground operation targeting the areas of Manbij, Kobani and Tel Rifat is unavoidable to link up the areas brought under the control of Turkey and its Syrian allies with incursions since 2016. In fact, it is believed that Ankara has also been in contact with Moscow and Washington about its military activities. Remember, Turkey is a NATO member and therefore a United States ally, and the US in no uncertain terms has told Turkey that it has serious concerns that a military escalation would affect the larger goal of fighting the Islamic State in Syria. Not only the United States, Turkey's other ally, Russia too, has asked it to refrain from a full-scale ground offensive. Moscow has supported Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in the country's 11-year war, while Ankara has backed rebels fighting to topple Assad. However, Turkey has so far snubbed all calls for de-escalation, reiterating its determination to go after Kurdish groups. In fact, the Turkish Defense Ministry has claimed that the country's army has eliminated 14 YPG militants who were preparing to carry out attacks in Syrian areas under Turkey's control. At least 3 Turkish soldiers have also been killed in northern Iraq, where the military has been conducting an operation against the PKK since April this year. The Turkish defense minister recently travelled to the Iraqi border area and reportedly told the military commanders that Turkey would complete the tasks of the mission. As the airstrikes against Kurdish groups continue, it is clear there is no stopping Turkey from escalating its military operation in Syria. How Russia and the United States will react will keenly be watched.